In this video, I'm going to review how to graph a quadratic in vertex form. Now, vertex form, again, if you need a reminder, you're going to have y equals a x minus h squared plus k. Now, the name of the form kind of tells you what to do with the problem. So the first thing is, in vertex form, you can get the vertex very easily, because remember, the vertex is just going to be h and k. So if we look at our problem, h in this problem, remember, inside is the opposite. I'm going to have -3 as my h, and then my k is going to be -5. So -3, -5 is going to be my vertex. So I'm going to go ahead and take that and transfer it over to my graph. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gives me my vertex. Go ahead and plot that. The next piece I'm going to work with is once you know the vertex, you know the axis of symmetry. Once you know the axis of symmetry, you know a piece of your vertex. So the axis of symmetry is always going to be x equals. And the trick here is the x value of your vertex is always going to be your axis of symmetry. So I'm going to have x equals -3 as my axis of symmetry. Now remember, your axis of symmetry, it's going to be that line of symmetry that goes right down the middle through your vertex. So I'm going to put dashes in there to show my axis of symmetry. Next thing I'm going to calculate, so I have my vertex, axis of symmetry, I can calculate my y-intercept. Now y-intercept is always on the y-axis, and at all these various different points, the key there is x is always 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug into my original equation, and I'm going to plug in 0 for x and figure out y. So I'm going to have y equals 0 plus 3 squared minus 5. Following the order of operations there, I'm going to have 0 plus 3 is 3. 3 squared is 9. So I have 9 minus 5, which is 4. So I have x equals 0, y equals 4. So coordinate form, that looks like 0, 4 as my y-intercept. So I'm going to take that and again transfer this to my graph. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now I have 2 points in an axis of symmetry. I have my vertex, a y-intercept, and my axis of symmetry. Recall back to geometry, how symmetry works. So what we can do is we could take this point, and again, my graph needs to be symmetric through my axis of symmetry. So if I have this point, which is 3 units away on the right side from my axis of symmetry, then there is a similar point that's 3 units away on the left side. So looking at this, it now has symmetry. The last step here is I'm just going to draw in my parabola with arrows on the end. And that is graphing a quadratic in vertex form.